Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to XRP once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, big CoinsKid crew. So XRP is currently trading around about $2.62 on the micro time frame. We do have a little bit of a sell warning kicking in, so I'll look on the micro time frame charts with you in a moment. And obviously on the macro, we're doing really well. Look at XRP, bullish, 20% above its bull market support band, which is lovely. And there's only one other coin in the top 10 that's doing that, and it's Cardano, and everyone's ignoring Cardano. So there is a target I have for Cardano. For you looking for that target, do head into the Discord right there. There's a beautiful little target that I have on Cardano going forward, where I do intend to sell quite a bit of my Cardano on that level of resistance right there that's not been back tested. So that's a target that I have on Cardano. Okay, it's a nice little trade going forward. So basically there's only two coins that are showing any significant strength really that are above the bull market support band. One is XRP and one is Cardano. So both of those are very bullish on the macro right there. But on the micro, we do have XRP kicking up into a potential little micro short opportunity over the next couple of days. So I'll dive into the charts. Now, there's one thing I want to see in another chart with XRP to increase the probability. Okay, we're looking at final breakout, the final fifth wave here, and a lovely little long opportunity going forward for XRP. Let's dive into the charts right now to show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so looking at tether dominance, then we did get a bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Really overbought with a bearish divergence where we made higher highs and lower highs on the RSI. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this tether dominance. I think it's really important. Now, what I'm looking for from left to right is really simple. I think a corrections began in December last year. Okay, we've got a 3-wave move up, a 3-wave move back down, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move to the upside, which is synonymous with an ABC zigzag correction. Okay, really simple. It's called a zigzag correction. But as an inverse correlation, what XRP did, if we take a quick look and drop the XRP chart in right now, you can clearly see that XRP from the same point in December is at an A wave down, made the higher high, and then a lower low here, which is basically higher low, sorry, which is your C wave. So I think with the the inverse correlation with the tether dominance ABC and XRP's ABC flat correction right there, we may have bottomed last week. Okay, we've seen an impulse correction, and right now we're toying with consolidation, looking for the next leg up. But I think one of the big things we can see, and the big sort of increased chances, okay, the bottom's in, this is it, up only for XRP, and the final fifth wave is really simple. It's the red sell dot that we got there, because for those people who remember, the red sell dot was the reason why I increased my long position on XRP. And I told you at the time, this red sell dot just there, we pulled back, okay, and it was horrible, but this was breaking down and leveling into resistance of the CoinsKid ribbon, and equally this channel. So this here was confluence my analysis. This is breaking down with a red sell dot. I think that this target here down to this target here, which is basically where your channel started, we will see the big move to the upside for XRP. And we did. As this began to break down to the technical target, this broke up to the upside. This right on cue is where this has begun a correction to the upside, and so is this. Okay, and the entire crypto market has in December. So I don't actually think that that's the true top, or the top of an impulsive move. I think that's an ABC zigzag correction. This is what I've been looking at for many months with you right now. Okay, so possibly we've completed the correction in an ABC zigzag and an ABC zigzag right here, and right now impulsive corrective, so on and so forth. So what we want to see to increase the probability, okay, the bottom is there last week, is this remain as resistance just like it did there, and then create some kind of descending triangle. So this will start to work on its bottom, and this will start to work on its top. We'll see the red sell dot, boom, drop to the downside. We should meet, in theory, 3.25% at a minimal. But at that point, what's XRP doing? Has it come up in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, where this comes down a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to the downside? If we see that, I will exit my XRP position at that point, and I will jump ship around about 3.25% at a minimal. But I want to see what happens at that time frame. Does XRP put in 5 waves of a final fifth? Have we got bearish divergence? Have we got bullish divergence on the daily time frame for the tether dominance? So these are all the things I'm looking out for in the future. And obviously the invalidation is really simple. If this begins to break out to the upside, then XRP is in a world of trouble, and it's coming down the stairs even greater than I actually anticipate here. So this is why I'm paying attention to the tether dominance, because at the moment I think we've had a push, a retracement, and we've got another push to the downside, and this is your final fifth wave territory for crypto and XRP before a bigger macro correction. Okay, so this is why I would not necessarily be hanging on to my XRP if we do see that break to the upside. Okay, because from the bottom here, I think we've had a 1 in July, pretty much when this top, we've had a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 that's bottomed last week, and then boom, we're in a final fifth wave territory as this comes down here. And on the macro, we've got a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5 on the tether dominance right there. So that is my primary at the moment. I'm looking for the validation. I think one of the earliest warning shots to a bigger macro correction for XRP will be if this particular chart really does begin to break out and it takes out that key pivot point, which is around about 6.7%, 6.7%, I think XRP is in a massive macro correction to around about 64 cents if we see that in this chart, okay? And obviously it's possible, but at the moment it's probably a little bit of, you know, bear market and jumping up and down for the bears right there, a bit of hopium for themselves. So let's dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see, okay? So looking at XRP on the daily time frame, I actually think there have been a correction since then in December, and I'm showing the confluence in many charts, and I think that what we've seen here for the likes of Bitcoin and XRP is a bull trap, B wave high basically. So we've got the 1 2 3 down, we've got a 1 2 3 back up, and we've got this 1 2 3 4 5 down, which I think is a truncation, and I've gone through this with you. I think last week we may have bottomed here for XRP. So going forward, this is where your stops are right now, not here, okay? So I've moved my stops up to there, and you know, this is the invalidation of an impulse, because here we may have seen an impulse correction coming back, coiling up, and then looking for the continuation. So this may actually be the bottom last week, okay, for XRP, which would be absolutely amazing. Now, one of the key things I'm looking at here, which is really important, is the 20-week EMA, and I'm going to go through as to why, because basically, like I relayed to you in a recent video, if we begin to turn this into resistance, this thick yellow line, as simple as it is, the 20-week EMA, if we do break down and we turn that into resistance, then okay, XRP is in a bigger correction and a bigger pullback than I actually envision here, you know, going forward. But my primary at the moment, because of something I'm looking at with a tether dominance of a potential descending triangle with a red sail dot, is that this is about to basically break out to the upside. Really simple. So we may have seen the first impulse here off this low of a 1 2 3 4 5 truncation in the final leg of C, basically, you know, unless it's even more complex than I actually envision. So we're looking at some kind of A into a B into a C at the bottom just there, and the timeline is strikingly similar to the wave 2 correction that we went through. I think it was from July. When was that wave 2 correction? Yeah, from July impulse down to this low here. We went through a correction that lasted roughly 86 days. So from the high of the 1 2 3 4 5 setup of wave 1, we got this expanded flat wave 2 that held this low, high low, pretty much like what we're doing right now. And then, you know, from here we've seen a 1 2 3 4 5 setup of 3. Then from here we've had this A B C of 4, and right now we're giving up for a 1 2 3 4 5 setup of 5 of the final leg in 3, basically. So it's quite hard to understand, I do know that, but what I'm looking at is a final fifth wave here for XRP. If we do start to see this, then I will begin to exit my position. How high can this wave 3 go? Well, my minimal target I've had with you for a very long time is $4. It may go beyond that. If it does, fantastic. I'll be looking for more confluence at that particular time frame. Do we have a bearish dominance? What's the tether dominance doing? You know, what's Bitcoin doing, so on and so forth? Because I don't necessarily think that the market's over there, okay, if we do see that, because my primary at the moment is really simple. That from this low here, we've seen a 1 into a 2 into a 3 that's not done, then we'll have a wave 4, okay, and then we'll come back towards the end of the year, possibly towards the $8 if we don't get there in this next big breakout to the upside. So this is my primary at the moment. I've been looking at this for a very long time with you. You know, whether or not we break out here in a vertical and get to $8, then have a pullback and go to 13, I don't know. I've not got a crystal ball. But what I'll be looking at right now is I think we may have completed this wave 4 correction on this beautiful EMA. And this is something we did do in 2021, for anyone paying attention, okay? So my minimal target is $4. So a lot of people say, oh, you know, that's it, your top target, $4. It's not. You're not paying attention to what I'm saying. It's a minimal target that I've had for a very long time. Now, why that target? Because from this low here, okay, to the pivot point of wave 1, which is in July, my minimal target of a wave 3 is roughly 2.618. Now, we have tagged the 2.272 and the 2, so that, you know, the third wave could be in. But what I'm looking at right now, I actually think that this is the 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5 of the third wave. Okay, so this is a 1 from January of 2023. Sorry, a 1 2 3 4 5. There's your 1. There's your zigzag 2. This is your 1 2 3 4 5 of 3. Then you'll have a wave 4. Oh no, it's going to 0. Then you break back out in a blow off top, and that's it. You know, you've had your final fifth wave, and this has been a 5-wave cycle that began in January of 2023. 1 2 3 4 5 setup. That's it. That's your big macro move. That's your bear market beginning at some point. So it could, you know, it could be confluence of the fact that we do see Bitcoin towards the end of its cycle, in, you know, towards the end of the year right there, it does enter that bear market. So it may be a case that, you know, we're just having this impulse into the spring. We have a selling may go away scenario, which we've done every single year for the past 3 years, and then we come back towards the end of the year in the final run here for crypto, if you blow off top of the final fifth for XRP. So it's very confusing, I do know that, but that is my primary at the moment. 1 2 3, which is almost complete on the next leg up, 4 back, 5 up to these levels here, unless we see them hit in this next leg to the upside for XRP. So my minimal target is this, a 2.618 of a third wave. Why? Because this is your wave 1 high, this is your wave 2 low, and I think we've got a chance of getting to the 2.618 around about $4, which is a target I gave you on this pullback here into this buy zone. I said to you, I think we could rally to the 2.618 in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At that point, I'll be looking to exit my position, look for the drawdown. It's going to be nasty. Everyone, I think we're into the bear market. Then we come back in the final fifth towards these levels here, $8 and $13. So that's my primary at the moment, okay? I'll leave that with you, but there may be a clue with the CoinsKid crystal ball. Pay attention to that. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to a new update on XRP. Bye-bye.